Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Strategic Feminine here on YouTube. Bye. And of course, we like to focus on all things feminine, all things girly, all things womanly in essence. How are y'all doing tonight? Hello, Cat Twin. First comment of the night. Honorary comment goes to Cat Twin B. What are y'all doing tonight? Okay. I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm doing tonight, but I'm gonna tell y'all everything because I'm definitely excited. I'm getting the mood right. I'm getting the backdrop started. Don't play with me. You'll know. I like things to be nice. I like the vibes to be nice. I want to light my cherry cola candle. So the color is red for tonight. The color is red. She's skeeving. And this is going to be a fun one. This is going to be fun. I got to get ready for a concert. And I feel like I liked last time. First of all, I got a lot done. Is this cute? I think this is very cute. Okay. So I got a lot done last time with my get ready with me. A lot more than I typically would with my routine. So I'm like, you know what? This is perfect. I should just document my beauty routine. And then I even like the idea of like kind of already like getting like not so much of a moon board, but like already getting like the vibes of the outfit, the aesthetic. So it even helps me in real life because I have a layout, and y'all get to see kind of like the sauce, of course. And y'all already know, like, I'll be dripped out in gold. So I'm just very excited. I'm very excited. So what were let me look at the comments before I get into my spill because I have a lot to go. I'm journaling right now, but I just saw your live. That is perfect. I think what I really wanted to first talk about was how I really like the space to be like productive. Like I really wanted to like not only talk about what I'm doing, but kind of encourage productivity. And I think that creating a space for us, the girl boss, because I'm not afraid of the word girl boss. Like I don't care about being a boss. I know that someone has to do it. You know what I'm saying? Someone has to say how it is. Someone has to direct. Someone has to do something. Okay. So I have no problems with the word girl boss. I girl boss all the time, right? So yeah, I want to create a space where it's productive about beauty, progressive about beauty. And I have to get ready for a concert. So why not? Why I have y'all, kind of show like the fits. This is basically the blueprint, okay? Y'all already know how I get down. And this is how I'm going to be coming to. I know y'all want to know where I'm going. Ain't nobody asked where I'm going. Y'all just said, I just said concert edition. Yes, I think the whole outfit. First of all, the color is red. It's been red the whole season. I mean, I've been stepping out in red, which I usually do not wear red, not for any reason, but I just don't wear it. But this season is pushed me because I really the reason why I do know why I don't wear red. I don't like red as a color. My favorite color has always been blue. So growing up, my favorite color was blue. So I've always hated red. I felt like red was an overrated color. I felt like everybody loved it and it was so overrated. So I never wore it ever growing up. Like I'll have a whole lot of colors, green, purple, blue, whatever, orange, but I would probably never wear red. Well, this season, I've definitely been embracing red to step away from black. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell you the artist. I'm gonna show y'all the outfit. I'm gonna get into the details because I know the girlies want to know. I know y'all want to know. Girl bossing, trap wifing, I'm okay with both. I mean, I don't care what you're doing, girl, as long as you look good while you're doing it. I mean, is your hair done? Y'all know what my favorite motto, girl, is your hair done? Baby, is your hair done? Let me go ahead. Let me take inventory. So I'm so blessed because there's a new hair store. And, really for a while, I was fighting for my life because there was no hair stores. The hair store that was here was kind of rinky dinky, old, funky, kind of racist, you know. So I really didn't want to go to them no more. And the other one, way over across town, you know, I kind of didn't want to go to them no more because they have security. And I feel like it's so ghetto to have security in a hair store. Like, come on, like, what are we doing? Like, I understand, but I also feel like it's extremely ghetto. So you kind of get where I'm going with this. I don't really want to go there. And so they just opened this new space. It's super convenient. It is beautiful. And it's definitely a little bit more of the quality that I'm used to. The prices that I'm used to is big. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. I wrote everything down because I have a lot of, I want to do the routine, but I also have topics to talk about. So I have to get done toes, lashes, nails, and refresh the hair, which that's not that big of a deal. Like the hair kind of looks good already. So I feel like I can just stick with this vibe, get it bone straight, and I can rock out for another night, just freshen everything up. So I just want to make sure that everything is done because the concert is on Saturday. So I want to be sure that I'm T. She says red is sexy. Yes, yes, it's definitely sexy. Red is confident. Red is bold. Red is unapologetic. Like red is very, very, very much so in your face. It's a color that you cannot mistake. Like red, a good wine outfit, a red outfit, especially on top of chocolate. Okay. I know red looks good on everybody. Yes, I know. But red on chocolate? Okay. I think y'all get where I'm going with this. No, it's not SZA. No, it's not SZA. She kind of like tweets like a bird a little bit. Where are you getting your inspo from? Hello, introverted me girl. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Pinterest. Pinterest, I get everything from Pinterest. Every single thing. You know what I'm saying? But you kind of have to already have your own style. Like it comes to a point where you know you got to know what you really can pull off, what your best assets are, what your best features are, and then like what you get complimented about the most. So I wasn't really sure if I wanted to do silver jewelry or red jewelry. I mean, not red jewelry, silver jewelry or gold jewelry. But the inspo pic that I found, you know, to the far right here, I feel like it convinced me to do gold jewelry. What do you guys think? Are you going to get your nails done or not? If you do, can you show me expose? Sure. Yes. If y'all don't mind being here for a long time, and don't mind if you hear the house settling, okay? So yeah, if y'all are don't mind this being like a longer stream, like more like the 3 hour, 30-minute mark. You know, I never really do long streams, but a longer one, it really is productive. I promise y'all. If you need to get your hair done, do it, girl. If you got homework to do it, girl. If you got some things to do it and just check in and yeah, I'll be here. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I also think that security for a hair store is a little crazy. So I definitely just prefer not to do the hike to go over there. Like this is if this is supposed to be like me going into town, and you know, you want to have a different level of especially well-behaved security. Okay. So now all security is not built the same. You know what I'm saying? A lot of security loves to nag. So it's just different. It's different, especially now that a lot of these hair stores are a little bit more sophisticated than like the run of the mill, you know, mom and pop Vietnamese spot. So, yeah. So I have some topics as well that I might as well just go ahead and write down because I don't want to be without them. So if I'm remembering correctly, there was a couple of things. Um, I'm going to Mariah the Scientist. Yes, I'm going to go see Mariah the Scientist on Saturday. I might as well just say it. Yes, even though I am very harsh on Mariah, I definitely think that her voice is beautiful. I love her song. I'm going to be singing it, you know, supporting her in the nosebleeds. Somewhere I'm gonna be screaming, is it? I'm gonna be going off when it comes down to Mariah because for no reason. I ain't got no reason. I just feel like I wanted to do that. I wanted to treat myself. And I definitely am feeling the vibe, like just the cute, sing songy, my man, my man, my man. Okay, girl, we gonna let you do it. They said that she had her. Not they said. I think Mariah said she had her own master. So I'm really impressed. But yes, I am hard on her about that relationship with Doug because I'm like, girl, you ain't gonna sit here and cry about a ninja in my ear for the better part of 45 minutes. But I'm like that with every artist. Like it's not even like I just do not want to hear no one cry and whine about a dude. Like what are you talking? Like get off me. It's really disgusting. It's pitiable. So to make a love song, this beautiful serenaded piece to this gremlin grimace of a person, that's all I can say. You know, I just don't support that part of it, but I get it. Sometimes things are just beneficial and we're not in control of other people's life. So I'm going to go ahead and enjoy the good time, enjoy the vibes, the scenery, I don't know, try to snag y'all a vlog. I've really been like slack with the vlogging. It takes a lot, like vlogging is not for the weak. It does take a little bit more to get used to, like getting confident and then like being able to grab all these angles. Yeah, definitely working on it. So I want to make sure I get started with everything just so everything is basically on point. So we have a to-do list already started. I also kind of wanted to talk a little bit about the channel, which I'm going to take a little bit of a moment to do it right about now. So we're going to do a channel announcements, a couple of channel announcements, nothing too extra about that. And then maybe some trending topics to like close out the night. That sounds pretty regular degular to me. That doesn't sound like too crazy. Let me look at I'm going to take a quick look to see if I have any topics written down. Well, either way, everything is all set. So one of the first announcements that I have for the channel. So one of the biggest announcements that I basically wanted to do, it is not even an announcement because I don't believe in announcing more than execution. I definitely am a big person on execution. However, I did want it to be kind of like soft launched of me just being a little bit more open with the girlies that I do have here, and utilizing live streaming definitely not more frequently, but more sporadically. Like, I usually like to have like planned topics, which I had girl math, which I'm going to go ahead and plan that while I'm on here with y'all. Cause that just might as well. Part of me has been thinking I need like a big YouTube book to just get all of my ideas straight. Cause it's easy to like lose it. Trust me, I be having it like and lose it. So I wanted to like be more sporadic, just have like kind of what I did with like the informal reactions. Like I like that kind of bit of it, like just kind of coming in and just because look, trust me, I be seeing people, they wake up, they all live. Okay, they brush their teeth, they on live. They get off work, they on live. They going on lunch, they on live. And you know what I'm saying? I feel like that is a like for as far as YouTube content, that's a good little growth strategy. What not? So like definitely like maybe having like morning times where we come together and we're doing hair, makeup, just getting ready for the day, talking about stuff, just creating a space for like productivity, of course. And then sometimes creating a space for rest. They may not all be like, oh, I'm gonna just we're gonna be productive. It may be like, girl, we laid up, let's watch this movie. You know what I'm saying? Movie nights. First of all, I'm gonna do Sinners for the members only. So if you are not in the members only, definitely get into the members only. Now, I am very generous with members only content. I like to splurge on the girlies that are in there. But yeah, we want to watch Sinners. And I feel like because of StreamYard and like I can like definitely show it to everyone, Sinners. But it's gonna cost me a little bit of coin because Sinners is a new movie still, girls. But after everything is done, of course, because of copyright, it's going to have to go into members only. And that's what I like members only for, because a lot of stuff that we wanted to talk about, it'll get copywritten and people want their coins and their percentage. And I'd rather just put it in my members only content and then not even make it have an ad. That's also like a little bit of a plus about my members only. I don't have ads for everything. Some of them not even a monetized video, because sometimes you just want the game and you don't want to be bogged down with ads. Sometimes you just want to hear the full-on video, and you'll be able to enjoy that type of premium experience with the members-only content. You'll be able to see things that are usually copywritten and, stuff like that, because I really don't too much care about that, because, you already pay for your content with the subscription. I don't need the view or the accent. So, yes, we're going to do Sinners. I got to plan that. Probably going to be one of these Saturdays, child. And we just going to, whenever, I do want to let y'all know, give y'all a heads up, just so y'all can plan around it. But I do Sinners, in case you didn't watch the movie, and maybe you did watch the movie already. But me, I like to pause the movie, talk, run my mouth, start the movie again, scream, stop, have a theory. So that's definitely something I want to talk about. And I have to go back on live on the 21st. So I'm going to go ahead and make this Saturday live about girl math. And that's definitely a girl strategy. Kind of a little bit of beauty, femininity, maintenance, and then finance as well. Girl math is a strategy that I didn't coin it, girl, but I'm definitely snatching it. As a strategy that I like to utilize in order to make sure that not only are the finances okay, but the looks stay all right, and how I can kind of get the most bang out of my buck. The best way to do that is by kind of having everything planned out. And I want to best be able to explain this girl math strategy that I use very frequently as a styled girl. Oh my gosh, it's raining. I'm sitting here. You heard I got quiet. I'm like, what is that? Yeah, it's raining bad too, though. It's like raining cats and dogs, but that's okay. It's gonna make the ambience a little bit more cute. Get your wine, get your snacks, get cuddled in. It's cold, so yeah. So I wanted to go ahead and talk about girl math a little bit more. So we're gonna go ahead and schedule that for February 21st, and I'll probably try to make that either super, super early or super, super late. Because I'm really busy that day, actually. So I'll leave that as a poll. I'll let y'all decide. Either like 5 a.m. to 6 or like 9 p.m. to 10 or like 10 p.m. to 11. But I just want to tell y'all, I hate to be, because I want to be a proper YouTuber. I always do. I always set out to, I have great intentions, y'all. I got videos that I owe y'all. Trust me, I do understand. But my iPad was broke. My voice memos don't want to say. I gotta talk about. I'm gonna save it for the end. My complaints about YouTube and my little YouTube woes. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna make that a poll, and I'm gonna let y'all decide what y'all want for the Girl Math Strategy live stream coming up this Saturday. But be there or be square, because I mean, girl, I definitely feel like one thing that I always hear is something that this even happened to me in New York. So it let me know that this is more like a universal experience, not really like a one-off. Because sometimes I do be thinking like I got small town syndrome, but no. Mm-mm. A lot of people be complimenting my outfits, my style. I do get a lot of my shoe game. Okay, one thing about me, I love a good heel. I've never been one for like sneakers. This hasn't always been my thing, but I've always been very complimented for my outfits, for shoes, fashion, and then just all around being beautiful in a bad bitty as I do. Okay. In order to make sure that I plan everything and that this is not just rambling, we're going to go ahead and pull a lot of this. So, yeah, I got an extra pack of hair from the hair store. It's straight. So, what I'm going to go ahead and do is, just because my hair is like, it was curled for my birthday, which was extremely fun. Let me go ahead and put this on the charger. Okay. So I'm going to straighten my hair, get it bone straight. I'm going to paint my nails black and then I think the last time I did the eyeshadow method for my aura nails, which surprisingly, girls, worked out really, really good. I wasn't feeling it at first, but once I found like the right color and I was able to kind of do the right pattern technique and figured out how I wanted it to look and everything, I was able to do the aura nails with the eyeshadow, and I was really here for it. It was really cute, but I didn't really like the shape. So I could try. One of the subscribers asked if I could take a picture. I can take a picture and show y'all. I'm so upset because I believe I not like missing, but my Ray-Bans, I don't think I got them for this concert. I don't think I got them. I have to run, and it's like an hour away, and I might be able to do that, but that's just such a hassle to go ahead and have to do, right before you're trying to get ready. So if I can get as much done as impossible today, I think it's impossible. I think I might have just told myself the truth. I think it's impossible. But I don't know how I'm gonna like edit, or not even just so much edit, but like kind of film on the phone. I feel like then only is it giving kind of awkward. It's not even, you're not really able to get the like full ambience. Like when I'm able to film with my Ray-Bans, you're able to see what I'm seeing, move how I'm moving. It's not as forced as, I have this camera in everybody's face. And even still, people do not like the Ray-Bans, girl. Like they be like, are you recording me? And I'm like, no. If it's recording you, it'll be a particular color. So I just want to make sure that everything is placed in here, so we all prepared for success. Hi, Chanel Miller. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Hi. She says, hey, Strategic, happy belated birthday. Thank you. Thank you. And in case you're new, in case you don't know what I do, who I am, what I'm talking about, because I often just go on rambles, right? I assume people already know me already. I don't really know why. That's just be my assumptions. That's just how I operate. But my name is The Strategic Feminine here on YouTube. I like to make girly type videos. I like to go live. I like to talk about a mixed bag of topics. And, I'm kind of like a live wire. I go off the handle often. It is what it is. Like, you'll never know what you're going to get. So if you like that type of thing, subscribe. Yes. So yeah, we're gonna watch Sinners, and I'm probably gonna have that scheduled for later in the week. I mean, I might be able to vlog with just my camera, but it's just gonna be so awkward, and then it feels like a waste. It feels like, why have the vlogging camera if you cannot vlog, girl? That's what y'all get. So I want to talk about that young hoe slander that folks had going on. I feel like that was extra. I wanted to talk about what other messiness that y'all wanted to talk about. What's been happening on these YouTube? Because that's all people been talking about. That young hoe this, young hoe that. That's so cheesy to be on anywhere talk about some young hoe, young hoe. Okay. Cardi B has a new hair care line. I'm not sure if y'all even care to hear about that, but I definitely can place it down in the notes in case we reach that. I mean, that happened. That happened. Cardi B broke up with Stephon Diggs, or simply the PR contract ran out, and that was done. And she already had her new endeavor ready to roll out, so she didn't really need anything. So let's talk about it. I guess Glow Rilla updates. Her sister trying to go viral still. Don't understand that, but if we get to it, it's on the list. Ain't nothing wrong with putting it on the list. So I'm extremely look. I'm ready for the scientist concert. Okay. I'm getting my notes practiced, which I'm really a fraud because I'm not like a fan. I really is just moves. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, this is my channel. I forgot I still have this pulled up. Yeah, this is my channel. This is me. You know, I'm TT. I'm the girl. You know, that girl. Okay, so yeah, I'm really a phony because I'm really not a fan, but I do enjoy a lot of Mariah the Scientist's songs and everything like that. And I love her cadence. I love how she sings. Kind of lackadaisical halfway, like she kind of doing it, kind of not like somebody called it mediocre singing a while ago, and I just wouldn't. It's like you can't say that and go to somebody else's concert, but maybe you can. Maybe I'm giving that chance. Maybe I am giving that chance. But I just like how she's not really trying. It's not like a belt. It's not like anything like that. Billie Eilish won that Grammy, which I definitely feel like she deserved. Absolutely. Out of all the songs in the lineup, absolutely. That was a beautiful song. I've even listened to it a little bit more extra just because of how beautiful it was. Mm-hmm. So all of this is very interesting information. All right. Now y'all go get your snacks. I'm gonna go get my snacks. Y'all gonna get your snacks. I'm gonna go get my snacks. Y'all gonna go get your snacks. I'm gonna go get my snacks. I'll be back. Okay. Okay. Thank you for waiting that out with me. Y'all didn't want to hear me munch on dry cereal. You didn't want to hear it. I promise you, you didn't want to hear it. So make plans ahead. Okay, yes, I'm aware. I've been super excited because I have a lot of things to share with y'all. Okay. So I've been doing a lot of things and a lot of new hobbies. Of course, I've kind of explained a little bit of it, but I guess we can go into more detail because, of course, like y'all don't know, y'all may know, I don't gatekeep. Not really my strategy, not really what I do. I tell it what it is, how it is, like it is, to whoever wants to hear it, especially the people who don't want to hear it. That's just how I like to go. That's just what I do, personally. So I've been invited to, and actually, I think I'm understating what has happened. So I'm gonna stop doing that. I have moved on to phase 2 of a modeling competition. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of prep for that a little bit. It's coming up. Actually, it really is coming up. Is I really only have like about 3 weeks max. I was disappointed about not being able to participate in the first round preliminaries of the bikini contest, just because of life stuff interfering. But from what I see, it was like first round preliminaries, so the first of the year, and they typically do about at least from my research, because you got to stock the page and figure out. Last year, it's like they do like at least. Not her making fun of me. Okay, let me finish what I'm talking about, and then we're gonna talk about why I'm about to sit here and sing the birds. So I wasn't able to participate in the bikini contest. So I did a little bit of research and I called up there and they said that typically it happens, every, once in a while. And there's at least 5 to 8 preliminaries within the year before you get to like the final stage round. So if I'm blessed, because I really don't believe in luck, if I'm blessed, they will, throw it around again, maybe when it gets closer to like spring, summer, and that's going to give me more time to because I feel like, and let me be for real, I saw the girls. I don't know who won that competition. I don't think they ever posted that. Let me do some research. I don't think they ever won but I did see they did post the contenders. First of all, I was definitely mad because I felt like I would have tore that, whatever it is, bikini, anything, I was tore it down. Okay, I would have ate it up just off the body alone, like off the body, off the strength of just stepping into the spot. But then off the fact that I have wild, crazy shoe game, that I love boots. I love high boots, thigh highs, tights, furs, all of it. I pull it all off, Like I say, I get a lot of compliments about my outfits, but more particularly my shoe game, my heels, right? So I'm like, this is about to be a competition. I would have ate this. But winter was definitely like, you could tell like, it was everyone was getting warmed up. So it was definitely like very light, definitely reasonable competition. However, going into, when it's going to get warmer, like, spring, summer, or whatever, it's going to only get worse and worse because it's only going to be the more badder girls coming out because it's going to get hotter and hotter. You're going to lose more and more weight. And girl, between you and me, I ain't got no abs and I need to change that before the summer get here. And I haven't been doing much about it, but I'm going to tell y'all a little bit of my like skinny girl body tea strategy because y'all know the body get bad. Has any of y'all seen that picture of me? I think I deleted it off my. I'm gonna find it. I think Gigi posted it on her page. I'm gonna go find it just so I can tell y'all how I'm gonna sculpt the body going forward. Because people are like, she never knows herself. Girl, y'all know this bitch is tea. Y'all know it. Y'all know. Y'all be playing in my face, but I ain't never played in y'all's face. I ain't never lied. I ain't never, ran off with a package. I ain't never did anything that I wasn't told to do. Let's first of all start off like that. Another thing, who watches The Wire? I want to get more Wire content on the channel. I say that all the time, but I never do it. She says, I don't like that young ho talk because why are you calling me a young ho because I'm young? First of all, let's talk about how the young ho fight really ain't between old ho and young ho. It really is between young ho and old dude crying about young ho tendencies because they still gonna be with them young hoes anyway. But hey, who said that? Sorry, y'all, I'm on a roll. You going to Tweety Bird concert? Yes, I will be. And let me tweet. Okay, I ain't look. Somebody got to do it. Oh, I did want to talk about that. I wanted to talk about low effort. We're gonna go ahead and drop all of that. Cause that'd be my thing. I'd be talking about stuff and I'd be forgetting. We're gonna talk about low effort because my birthday just passed, like I said. So I'm gonna talk about that. My, a little bit of what I learned this year and everything. Like I want to basically and then dreams are expensive. We got a lot to talk about. So low effort birthdays. Yeah, we're going to talk about that from your spouse or partner. We can definitely talk about that because I saw 2 videos that went viral that really stuck out to me that I basically wanted to yap my yappers about, just prior to, just whatever. I ain't got nothing else to do. Y'all want to talk about the Tweety Birds? We going to the Tweety Bird concert. We just going to talk about Tweety Bird behavior, low effort birthdays. And then we're also going to talk about why dreams are expensive. Okay. Now, I think that was a line in P Valley. Rich, of course, right? Dreams are expensive. But the rest of it is dreams are expensive. Keep spending. Okay. No matter what gets done, what you set out to do, I really don't even like to give inspirational messaging or whatever, but I definitely like to give intentional, tactful, encouraging advice to people who are operating in their power and doing whatever they can do to level up, make sure that they're using their privileges, and at the very least enjoying their existence. I'm never mad at somebody who's genuinely happy, genuinely enjoying their experience. Girl. Thank you. She says, oh, congratulations on moving to phase 2. Yes, and I need not slack. It's congratulations, but it's okay, girl, get it right. Need not slack. Need to make sure hair is done. Need to make sure. But I wanted to make sure that this year I was set up with a lot of events. So I'm definitely also going to be able to document that. So I want to be more into documenting that for you guys as well. And then even on my membership, when I start doing these vlogs even more, you're going to be able to see me interacting with the space and everything because, the more comfortable I get on these types of things, you're going to be able to see a little bit more of my real personality, a little bit more of my real life. In essence, my life is what I say it is, in the sense that I really go places. I really get positive feedback wherever I go. And people are really nice to me. And I love to see that for a chocolate girl. I know y'all do, I know y'all do. So I always love to go ahead and highlight that as well. But I still a learning curve. So just definitely don't be thinking I'm about to be popping out with high Sinat live streams. I did say I should do that. Wake up, be on live. Go to sleep, be on live. Could other girls do it? What are y'all talking about? I feel like at least I'm interesting. I be entertaining. I'm a pop a joke. Some other people be boring. Girl, boring. But that's none of my business. But yeah, I said I was going to be on this app. And I did. I needed a little bit of a break. I really think it was just that case. And whenever there's a whole lot of craziness in the news and stuff, I like to get off the internet. I like to really learn and do research. I like to really just kind of protect myself away from that trauma. Because a lot of times I feel like there is trauma parties that go on with the internet, especially with big news. And big media. So sometimes I do like to dodge all of that entirely. So I was adulting and I owe y'all videos. I feel like I should just beef up drop a few like video and then drop that dual attractive, it's all gonna get dropped within the month. Don't cry about it, but it's just like it probably isn't gonna be, according to the schedule. But I made the schedule to kind of hold myself accountable about the like volume of videos that I'm dropping. I am gonna choose to be lenient with myself on like when in the frequency, because I'm never gonna come on here and fake flex, or not even fake flex, but like be boring or dry and just on here. Like, oh, I said I was gonna be on here, but I'm on here. So yeah, thank you guys. I'm definitely I want to thank you for the congratulations, but I'm also gonna use it just to further be the example, further live in what I talk about. I'm not gonna just talk about it and not be about it. Oh no. Let me go ahead and show y'all my inspiration. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna have 2 outfits. The first one is gonna be all red with gold jewelry. I think I'm just gonna wear the laces. I have no other ones that are gonna match, but it just seems a little mismatch. But I did get the silk gloves to match, so we'll see. I'm kind of scared, but we'll see. I always pull it together, but I'm scared. I ain't gonna say I'm not scared. I feel bad for whoever paid $400, because some of these tickets is going up to $400, and I don't even think this is VIP, girl. I don't think this is a VIP ticket at all. Is it a crime to fall in love a couple times? Tell me, is it a crime to fall in love? Oh, a couple times. What? What's it to y'all? She's thinking out her business. Is it a crime to fall? Oh my gosh. Y'all know I'm gonna be in there, right? Because that's my fault. All I need them to sing is that and Walked In, and I'm pretty much gonna be just chilling out for the rest of it. And when we be going to like concerts and stuff, like they be allowing people, like people just be, so that's basically what I said. I'm gonna go like on a budget. It's not even so much on like a crazy like frugal budget, but on like I'm gonna have my own fun time type of budget, because I don't, I don't really club. I never really clubbed before, but I said, let me go out, let me party, let me see what the scene is. If you're not like an avid partier, you will be spending extra money trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get invited to all the cool little deals and get into VIP for free or none of that fun stuff. You're going to be overpaying for a mid experience if you're like not, in the in crowd, or you're not also creating your own experience. You know what I'm saying? That's memorable. So when I started learning that okay, literally, tell me why, y'all. We go to a club because we wanted to see Sukihana. Sukihana was coming out. I had to support. I love the girls. Hey, look, regardless of what I may say on this YouTube channel, I use everyone as an example. But hey, even myself can be used as an example. At times, I even use myself as an example, even in disparaging ways. So, hey, it gets fair. Still let me Sukihana down. She's pretty in person, trust me. T in person, cute in person, brown skin, chocolate, body T, pretty face, whatever. Sukihana bad. So had to support the girl. Why did I get charged $43 for a shot of Hennessy? I don't know if the girls didn't like me. The thing about it is I knew it was off because she didn't even tell me how much. She said, what you want? I said, Hennessy. She said, car. I didn't even ask her how much because, I was into the vibe, so I didn't want to do too much. I ended up looking back at my statement. It was $43.53 because I counted. And I'm just like, not that for a shot of Hennessy, not a bottle, which I know, Hennessy at the store, probably like the alcohol store, would be like $50 to $60 to $70. And of course, in the club, it'll obviously run you more like $250, for a bottle of Hennessy. So to think that these clubs are charging $250 for a bottle of Hennessy that they're buying for upwards of $40, and they're charging folks $50 for shots, on super popular. Like now, every night, every person is not getting charged $50. Understand me. But like on popular nights and stuff like that, they're definitely scheming and scamming and doing what they want, right? So after learning that and going through the rips and runs of clubbing and nightlife or whatever, I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna make sure I go, but I'm gonna go country. I'm gonna go, fun. And more than likely, I'm gonna go lit. You know what I mean? So bring your own drinks, bring your own everything. So I already have. Good thing about me, like I don't drink alcohol. So when we went to so I went to another artist's concert over the summer, which I don't think I ever mentioned that to y'all. But yeah, I went to see another artist, loved him down. But after I went to go see him, somebody paid for our drinks. So we didn't pay for our drinks there. But we didn't know that people was like sneaking in drinks to the facility, sneaking in, to the facility. Like we didn't see it like that. Like not we didn't see it, but we thought that, there was gonna be security, so we might as well just leave all that stuff in the car. So when we finally get in there, it's an open area, it's nice. And everybody is freely enjoying their own substances and their own, companies and everything. Like I was like, dang. But of course, pretty girls mingling around. We were able to snag some drinks, was not able to snag some. And I just don't understand. I still don't understand. I don't understand why we weren't able to snag no, I don't get it. But we were able to get drinks. We were able to, but the thing about it, we're not gonna talk about that man. That man was good to us. He got us drinks. I'm not gonna embarrass that man. I respect him. I was gonna say something, but it's not that serious. But yeah, so I'm definitely looking to come a little bit more prepared this time around, like be able to have all my own stuff. I'm not sure if they're going to let us bring bags, because a lot of places are weird like that now. Like they're not letting people bring bags in the stuff. They don't want people to, if they do let you bring a bag, it has to be clear, which is like, dang, Howard, like imagine waiting in line. Stop. Let's not skip line. Let's reverse. Imagine picking out your outfit, thinking to be all cute, picking out your tickets, doing whatever. You get your outfit, you stuff all your personal items, your perfumes, your lip gloss, your mascara, whatever you can find in the bag that's most suitable for this event that you have in your repertoire, not that you can go buy it, but that you have. You get to the line, you scan your stuff, you go through the hassle of waiting and exciting and thrill, and then you get up there and they're talking about you can't bring your bag in here. Your bag, to where you gonna bring that at? It's like we're literally having to go to the event, which I understand because sometimes people do it for safety. It's like a safety thing. But it's unnecessary. Not unnecessary, because girl, I know where I live, right? Like I'm not delusional. I get why they do it, but it's like, dang, like we living like that, OG. So yeah, but the last time we went to the concert, I read it on there that they said clear bag. I brought my clear bag, and they tried to say that I couldn't bring my clear bag. It was too big, but they didn't actually care about it being clear. They didn't need it to be small. So, I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, you try to listen and read the policy, and it shoots you in the foot. Sometimes you don't listen and read the policy, and it shoots you in the foot. I guess that's just what goes on with going out, I believe. Like, I just feel like there's just always bound to be some type of conflict. Not like a conflict, but it's bound to be when people do that type of stuff, have these type of events. Hi, I have Jinx on the line. Jinx123. Hi, welcome to the Strategic Live. Get ready with the concert edition. Dreams are expensive. Keep spending. Clubs isn't as fun as it used to be. Social media has kind of ruined it. Yeah, people don't really dance anymore. People do dance, trust, but like it's not even packed out. Like you really might want to go on a good day. I mean, people say like you can go on a good day and get really nice. And I'm glad that y'all mentioned that. I also wanted to talk about nightlife. dying is another recession indicator, because y'all know I'm obsessed with this point. At this point, I feel like that should just be a serious recession indicator on my channel. They said nightlife is dying, and I concur. I agree. And while I'm sitting here running my mouth and doing my hair and doing my nails, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about how nightlife dying is also another recession indicator. Perfect. So we got a full list of topics tonight. Might as well get started. I've been in here for 50 minutes and 50 seconds. So we can get started with the low effort birthdays, or dreams are expensive. Okay. Dreams are expensive, and then we'll get into everything else, because I feel like we want to start on a positive note. They don't do security checks for inside bags so you can bring them in. Some places will. Some places want you to have no bags coming. It's to mitigate people coming in with weapons. But, they're thinking, but people carry their weapons on them. That really makes no sense. They just harassing people for having bags, basically. So they don't want you to come in with a big bag in the hopes that you're not coming in with a weapon. The smaller the bag, the harder it is to conceal a weapon in their mind. So they're trying to have people have small, clear bags in order to keep everyone safe. But no, they don't. The bag checks that they do, it still requires them to have those rules. Now, every event is not like this, but I've seen more times than not when I've gone out anywhere, like graduations, like people are really playing. So it's for safety. I understand why people want to be safe. People want to go back home after the event. But the reason why it made me upset is because sometimes I will have to throw my bag, literally my bag, in a bushes somewhere or hide it somewhere, for the duration of the event, and just run back to my bag before anybody else can leave. And even then, that's scary and that's a risk. I only do that in like worse emergency case scenarios. We already running late. It's an important event. You know what I'm saying? And but there's been times where, because the rules are, oh no, you can't bring this bag in, it has to be clear, I have to throw. Or even times where I bring like gifts for the guests, or like gifts, they're like, oh no, you can't leave. They wouldn't even let me bring flowers into this one event. It was a lot. Oh, dang, I forgot to wish you and the Afro-Americans in the chat a happy Black History Month. Okay. Happy Black History to the girls in the to the Afro girls in here. Happy Black History. Thank you for reminding us, Shell Miller. I dang near forgot. It's been a quiet Black History. Thank you. That's all we need is some peace. And Trump tried to ruin it with that little racist little tweet he did with that Obama tweet, which I do not agree with. But he tried to ruin our Black History Month. But Black people, we've been sticking to the code. We've been resting. We've been peaceful. We've been out of the streets. We've been not protesting. I want to say that y'all are doing y'all's one. Y'all is doing y'all's big one. All the Afros that are in the Afro diaspora. Happy Black History Month to you. But especially the Black Americans, okay? Everybody Black, but especially the Black Americans, okay? Everybody Black, but especially the Black Americans. Because, there would be no Black History Month without... Okay. So, yeah, let's go ahead and... I think we got good energy. We got good vibes. We got good everything going on right now. So I learned this not even, like I said, Dream Valley was talking about how dreams are expensive. And very young, I think they're saying they're coming up with more. Ooh, let's talk about how Euphoria and P Valley is supposed to be coming back. Girl, we got a lot to talk about. We're going to be on here, aren't we? I don't want to be on here like that, but it's supposed to be. I'm going to write everything down because Euphoria is coming back. I'm here for everything. Dreams are expensive, keep spending. It's kind of like a phrase that I remember, especially when times are challenging or tough, or relying on grit in order to continue to complete tasks, maintain lifestyles, the things that we love to talk about here on the channel, right? Dreams are expensive kind of explains to me, makes me think of, wishing and dreaming is not free. You know, window shopping is what a lot of people call it. What we used to do back in the day when we really didn't have the money for it, but you wanted it anyway. You would window shop. You would kind of visualize you having it, looking at it. You would see the price. You would kind of think and ruminate on what you would have to do to get that thing. And with the goal of all window shopping is to eventually be able to attain that item, whether through patience or whether this through, continuing to keep up on the item, whatever, right? Dreams are expensive. Whatever you want to do is more than likely going to cost some level of maintenance. I was talking about that in my last video, femininity maintenance, and the cost of it. And it wasn't a video, it was a live stream. And y'all really loved that one. Y'all did. Y'all ate that video up. The reason why I thought it was important, and yeah, I was talking about, my beauty routine and everything that usually goes into that. And the reason why I was talking about it, and this is just the video in case y'all wanted to look at the links or anything like that, bear with me. Always watch all the ads, don't worry. So the reason why, I thought that this was important to talk about femininity is labor, and then the cost of having, femininity maintenance is because not only is all of these things require consistency, but all of these things require you to put some type of labor behind it. So even if you're not doing the labor, like you are not the nail tech doing your nails, right? You're paying someone to do that labor. So whatever $100, goes into you doing that gets done. Same thing with hair, same thing with body, same thing with anything that you're ever going to do. The higher you go into this, so, like I like to talk about feminine competition, all the things, right? But just for aesthetics at this moment. So if you're on the scale of low maintenance to high maintenance, the more that you shift your lifestyle on the scale, let's say you're going more high maintenance, which of course we're hoping for, the more cost is going into it. The increase in cost is going to go into the increase in care and the increase in quality as well into this femininity maintenance, because that's another thing that we got to talk about. All femininity maintenance is not built the same. Dreaming is expensive. Having is expensive. Wanting is going to be expensive because you are not wanting with the desire of not actually obtaining. You are wanting with the desire to one day obtain. Still expensive. Okay? So you're going to have to not only pay premium dollar to invest in your own dreams. If that's not you, someone's going to have to do it. Okay? So if you are not investing into those dreams, somebody else is. And some people do that, like whether like the trad wife thing, that means that you are off putting a lot of that labor onto a third party or a masculine entity in order to live out your dream. Still expensive. Somebody got to pay. Somebody got to pay. And that definitely goes into a lot of dreams. But I like the other part with the P Valley. What they say is dreams are expensive, but keep spending. Do not stop. That doesn't mean rein in the dreams. That doesn't mean, lessen in the faucet. That means keep spending, keep acquiring, keep maintaining, keep going towards those maintenances in this conversation. But, you can apply it to whatever you want it to apply it to, right? Just in order to say that you're meeting your standard, not maybe the world's or the people, your mamas, whoever, right? Like whatever use that you feel most comfortable with your standard being, go ahead and being able to like get onto that. That's what we do. So, the more that you get into wanting to do your hair, as an example, and making sure that your hair is always nice, you're going to invest in technique, you're going to invest in styling, you're going to invest in stylists and professionals, and they're going to cost. They may even charge premium or top dollar for their time. And if you got it like that, you will have to pay the cost to be the boss. It's true for men. It's true for women as well. So what I kind of utilize, the dreams are expensive mantra, keep spending, is like keep elevating, keep acquiring the means to pay off these dreams. Because when you turn around, you're going to look back and be everything that you said you were. You're going to complete everything that you said you would, and it would have been on your dollar, whoever's credit card, as long as it's paid full, bought and paid full, in full. So that's like my philosophy, and that's kind of like the energy that I'm bringing into it. So yeah, I was complaining on my last live stream about what the cost of nails and the cost of hair, and I was playing it off a little coy, but I wasn't, because formerly low maintenance going into high maintenance, like $100 for hair, and then another 100 for nails, and then another 100 for clothes, and then another 100 for makeup, and then 100. Like, I wasn't used to that. I was thinking I was gonna take 100 because this is what I'm used to, right? Because I'm a DIY queen first. I'm thinking I'm gonna take 100 and be able to get all this stuff done. And I was for a time. I was, trust. I was making it work. I was stretching $1. I was doing what it needed to be done. But I was also sacrificing on quality. And that did cost in the end. So, being able to kind of get to a balance, I think is important as well. Not so much like all the way on, keep spending. Not like your last dollar, but spend on things that are definitely worth it to you, I believe. LOL, yes, dreams are expensive. Whether you're materialistic or not, as long as girlies have a plan, it's usually fine. Yeah. As long as you have a way for that to get paid for. That's what I think. And I've been trying to make sure I'm staying organized, staying prepared. And this is exactly what even this is doing, making sure that I'm having everything in order, making sure I'm planning my week, planning my content. These types of things go into like the femininity maintenance. And it only continues to level up. And it does get harder and harder and harder and harder. The stock gets higher and higher and higher and higher. You're expected to perform at a higher and higher frequency each time you surpass your own goals. But that's the fun. Like, that's what's the part of being the blueprint or the legend or the actual tea party. Because y'all know we like to keep it tea over here. Tens. Bring out all your privileges, bring out all your beauty, bring out all your favor. Come here, let's ruminate, let's utilize, and let's go ahead and crank it up to the 10th maximum degree. Because without that, what is it to be a girl but to crank up on your privileges? So I think I kind of mentioned how I'm going to be taking over my nail routine. I do have been meaning to go buy a foot bath, and I'm going to go probably have to do that next week. Definitely going to have to buy a foot bath on my own. And that is going to be my way of continuing to commit to what I said, right? I want to continue to have my feet looking good. I'm not going to be able to do that just dry-toed. I tried it. Trust me, girl. I was doing my own nails, and you need that water to penetrate. You need to soak. You need to scrape off that skin. There needs to be a process that happens with toes. Okay. I'm a finagle today, but within a week, I definitely have to come back and definitely get that foot bath. So yeah, I'm gonna get that foot bath, and it's not like I didn't already just spend on a whole new state of the art nail drill. With as long as my new gel polishes, I just did all of that. But I'm continuing to invest in this beauty routine because I want to continue to commit to the fact that I don't want to go to no nail ladies no more. I want to be able to be good enough that I can do them. I feel like nails are that one expense that I'm willing to do without. I can't do hair. I don't feel like doing hair. I don't want to be bothered. But I can do nails. It does take a while. I talked to my nail lady, and she says it takes even a while for her to do her nails. She could do mine in like an hour, maybe even 2, but she'd be like, it'd be taking her a while to do her nails. If the quality is good, then the price is worth it. But if the price is high because of name or brand, I don't want it. Absolutely. And a lot of times, too, people will up the price to be able to kind of keep up this facade of exclusivity. Now, exclusivity can be real, where this is genuinely not accessible, but sometimes there are not genuine inaccessibilities. It's more so kind of like a gatekeeping tactic too. So it's not even like it's a real value or quality or something that's really going to like kind of imprint on your life. It's more so of a status, the status symbol. So I wouldn't say spend on status symbols. Of course not. But for me, like that foot bath isn't a status symbol. The foot bath for me would be, me doing the hard work and the hard grunt. I think to me, and just me taking it into my own account, a status symbol will be me continuing to get my pedicure and manicure done, faithfully knowing that I don't enjoy the experience anymore. So it really just depends on what works best for whatever you kind of set out and said that you wanted to do. In other ways, I would attribute this. If I said I wanted to make sure that my hair was always done and always, tea or always, I would definitely invest in finding at least 2 good stylists that I trust, that I can get a hold of, that I like their name, that I like their phone number I can call. They up the way, around the corner, it's easily accessible. Yeah. I think after I finished my, little half wig, which I done wore this, I done got my money's worth, okay? I think I told y'all this was $70. I done got my $70 worth. But it's time for something new. I definitely think I'm going to change it and switch it back to like braids for at least another couple weeks. So that might be my book. I wanted to, okay. I'm not going to like completely give away my sauce, but I think I'm going to do the Cassie braids for at least the modeling phase 2. But I'm also going to do a Get Ready With Me for that event too. So I don't want to get ahead of myself. But if you like this type of vibe, subscribe. So then when I do it again, you won't miss it. She says, my pie are always best looks, but my own fingers, the work could be better. I think she meant toes. For some reason, I feel that she means toes. The Wind Singer 7687. Hey, how are you? Small mistakes are noticeable on nails. I hate it. Yes. It's like you can't. My thing with nails is that they look like cousins, not like sisters. And you need your nails to look like sisters, or it looks like you did them yourself. Like, I feel like you have to make sure that you're being extremely, extremely. What I noticed is when I went back to the nail lady, I watched her process. Like I kind of stole it literally. But I mean, I paid for it, so it wasn't stolen. But I analyzed her process. I analyzed how she buffed. I analyzed when she buffed, with what she used, when she wanted me to wash my fingernails, how slow she went. I noticed that she basically did everything, in one go, to kind of mitigate hairs and like flyaways getting on the nails, because that ruins a nail too. Don't let no hairy hair or cat hair or flyaways get on no freshly wet paint. It starts looking crazy. You try to remove it, then it smudges and now it's ugly. Oh, gosh. I'm stressed. Why you mention that to me? That is my biggest pet peeve. That's why I had to switch to a UV, y'all. I had to switch to a gel because that regular polish was going to be the death of me. My petties always look fab, but any small smudge or knock messes up my nails and I have to start all over. Yeah, and I found that the LED light was very helpful for this, because with the LED, as soon as you're done with the design, you can cure it. So it doesn't move anywhere. It doesn't need like 5 minutes to drying time, don't move, don't do nothing. It's almost like an instant flash cure. So that way, once you get it locked in place, you can kind of get it done. Now, again, if you mess up, it's easier to wipe away too. But then you also want to make sure that you're not leaving smudges. But it's easier with gel, in my opinion. I feel like gel nails tend to be a little bit more forgiving when I'm doing them all myself. I can go without nails, but I don't play about my hair. Yep. See, for every girl, it's a different thing. Every girl got her thing. I can do without my hair being done. Like me, I can do without it. Like I would not. I would prefer. Like everyone always want to talk about my prefer. I prefer my hair to be done, but I can do with like with a regular puff, with a bun. I can eat with all of those hairstyles kind of still. You know what I mean? I can do a regular like little. It's so bad. I'm not supposed to say it, but I do when I be having my hair straightened. I be calling it my little white girl ponytail when it hang and it swang in the wind. Y'all are really getting my unfiltered personality. Please stop. So yeah, my hairstylist hates that I call it that. She's like, because to her she sees it as like a little bit of texturism. But I just always what happens is we called the little big bristle brush the white girl brush. So whenever I had a straight ponytail, I just called it my white girl ponytail. Because when else are you just gonna wrap your hair on in like a band and just move? Like even with my puffs, I need to do a little bit of gel and a little bit of edges. A little bit of like, even with my puffs, I'm gonna define my curls and make sure that every individual curl looks nice. I'm never just gonna like put in a rubber band and go. You know what I mean? So I think I love all of those things. What else don't y'all play about? I feel like for me, skincare, girl, I guess me and you are the same, Jinx. I don't play about makeup and skincare. I can't do without that. My thing is, it's getting to the point where I can visibly notice if I'm like off my skincare game. Like if I didn't wash my face in a few, it breaks out. My face don't play that. My face does not play that at all. It does react. And that's another good thing about it is because being a little bit more experienced with your beauty, I'm also able to kind of like tell like my body's warning signs and know like what it means and what it's going for. So yeah, I'm definitely here for it. Y'all, this was fun. I'm not even here for it. I'm like so here for it. I might as well do my lashes while I have y'all. Ain't no reason not to, right? I think like the hair, I can like kind of wait. Lashes. The thing about the lashes is I want to do them and not fall because when I fall asleep, they typically take about a few hours to dry. I always do them at night, and then I fall asleep on them, so they look good, and then I fall asleep and they get smushed. So maybe I should hold off and just complete these nails. But I feel like it'd be very easy with like the black. I mean, I did want to thank y'all for stopping by. I mean, I want to thank y'all for coming through. This was impromptu and everything. Like, I didn't even have a whole lot of things to say. I think we had topics. How many topics did we have? I'm going to keep them. Because I still have to come back on live on Saturday. And like I said, I'll be a little bit more sporadic. So if I want to come on in the middle of the night and I just get called to do it, I will be on here in the middle of the night. Ooh, what little drinks is Jinx said? I'm a corporate baddie, okay? Yes, we gotta keep our reputation right. We can't play. And I know them corporate baddies, you gotta show up every day, 9 to 5, 9 to 5. Yes, I also work in tech and am a corporate baddie. So my appearance is a tad more crucial to me than normal. Girl, I understand. I wholeheartedly understand. You and me, we're in the same boat. We get it. We get each other. Trust me. I think that for like, first of all, being a corporate baddie is not easy because you got to keep it tasteful, demure, but like unfuckwittable. Like it's it's still palatable, but still like unfuckwittable. Like, you know what it is. So girl, I get you. Yes, Miss Ma'am drinks. I understand. You and me, we on the same wavelength. What's your take on miracle knots? I want to try them on myself. And we're waiting for the next sentence. I don't know what miracle knots are, but I can definitely look them up. I'm so happy that I have my phone and iPad finally. So I'll be able to kind of like, I can look things up on real time. I might come back on here, y'all. What do y'all think? Because I know I said I was going to come on here to 4, but it's not. It's not. I'm not gonna be able to stay on here for 4 hours. I lied a little bit. Just a little bit, a tiny bit. But this is impromptu. Y'all weren't even expecting this. So kind of be happy. Kind of, a little bit. I'm looking it up. Miracle Knots, human hair. Let's see. The girls then came up with a whole new style. Yes, they did. Let's see. It's giving Bora Bora braids. Oh, this looks kind of... Anything that's not type 4 and kinky, girl. Okay, it's like a little bit of a ringlet. I'm guessing my question is, what's the difference between this and the bohos? I guess is my next question if I had to ask. I mean, what's the difference between this and boho? Except that it's human. I mean, it's cute. It's definitely cute. Don't get me wrong. If a girl came up in here in the section with this hairstyle, she's eating, right? But I think if you're going to do the hairstyle, don't do a bob. Do not do a bob. Do it. Just go all the way. Do full length. Wing singer. They look damaging. The plaits are very small. I saw that. It's a new way to do boho braids, but with a crochet needle and feather human extensions. Ooh, now I'm gonna write this down because I did want to do an updated. I did like my original video talking about like the luxury and then affordable hair extensions. I wanted to kind of go back and talk about some more different little methods I found. So definitely stay tuned, of course. Subscribe if you're into this girly situation, or just like to see a pretty case study, because y'all know I also serve them looks. Have been fun at cons. Oh, hope you have fun at your concert. I hope you tweet your heart out. Burning blue. I don't know how to sing that song. I'm gonna be quiet when I sing that song because that song is not in my tone at all. Burning blue. I'm burning, burning. Stop laughing at me. Stop. I'm not Mariah the Scientist. I'm just planning to go see her. Don't play with me. She said, not you lying to the Black sisters doing Black History Month. Who did it? Who did it, girl? Tell me. Don't tell me. There's a Black-owned hair company called Gal's Braids. They sell pre-washed and pre-stretched braiding hair, and that's heat-resistant and usable. Great company. Okay, Gal's Braids. Okay, so we're going to use the Gal's Braids, and that's what we're going to use. Yeah, I also saw, I believe I did, it was a her giving hair, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And they had those extensions too, the crochets, and it was very micro links, but they were the micro link crochets. I think it was blown out hair though. I believe it was blown out. So she wants to know if they ship to the UK. Girl, let me be nosy. I'm not gonna let's go ahead. Before I go, Gal Braids. I can type it in. They're also on Amazon, so even if they don't ship to the UK, you can always go on Amazon, which I'm sure they would ship to you. And the good thing about this is, yeah, this is Pretty Girl February. We're still turning the algorithm pink. But, I'm going to keep this momentum going even after, into the summer and things. So it's definitely going to be a fun transition period. I just don't want to miss anything. I want to be able to document this very pivotal moment. 100% Japanese Kinkalon fiber, clarified and residual free. And you know what else this is good for? This is good for people who, like, you're super sensitive with your smells and stuff. You know, because sometimes braiding hair, like pack hair, does stink. Yes, I can admit, right? That's good that they already have this pre-washed. They wash this with apple cider vinegar. So you know that you're not going to, because my mom, she suffers from this. Like, fake hair or like chemicals on the hair break her out on the back of her neck and everywhere else. So we don't really like to use low quality hair because, we don't want to break out, especially like once it's around your ears and it's almost like it's worse than wearing a fake chain. Like, you know what I'm saying? Who want to wear fake hair? And even now when I have like this like hue and hair blend, like when I'm laying down and stuff, it's so uncomfortable. It feels so scratchy. It literally just feels like, yo, get this off of me. Like, what is this? It doesn't feel real. So like I said, again, I'm not a label whore. If you can't afford no human hair wig, I'm not laughing at you. But at the same time, you do sacrifice, when you make those budget friendly options. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm walking around with the UParp human hair blend. Ain't no shame in my game. I've rocked it. I done got my money worth. I'm gonna wear this hairstyle and then it's gonna be done. Right? But I was able to get a lot of good experiences. I got a lot of good pictures out of this hairstyle. I was able to snag a lot of, so I'm able to do my thing and, move around. But going further, with these types of installs that are going to be in for like longer periods of time, I'm definitely going to, opt out for human hair because it's reusable. And even though it is a little pricey, it's a little bit more of a comfortable experience for me overall. So yeah, they also have jet black, and this is connect. Ooh, this is braiding hair. And this looks nice too. They have purple, some blonde, some burgundy, and some 613 blonde too. They don't just got blonde, they got 613. And at this time, because it's Black Friday, or not Black Friday. I guess tomorrow will be Black Friday. It's Black History Month on a Friday. But for the holiday season, you get holiday savings. If you buy two, you get one free. So definitely utilize this at Gal's Braids. They have them coming in 26 inches and 16 inches. And you can get anything: copper, burgundy, salt, and pepper. And you know what? I love that. There's this girl on TikTok and she does her mom's hair, and her mom has like gray hair. And so she always uses the salt and pepper option. And when I tell you, I'm not forcing it or nothing like that, but she making me want to be gray. That lady is cute. You can get a 6-pack. The only thing I would say about this is probably like you would probably definitely want to plan your hair out in advance. Don't be operating last minute with this, because they might ship this out and it take a few days and then it gets stuck, in the mail because of the weather. So yes, plan ahead with this. Plan ahead. Oh my gosh, that was such a treat. And trust me, I hope that you come back for our next live stream, Mrs. Jinx. Because I want to talk about K-tips. I wanted to talk about like all of that type of stuff. But I think I might put that. This will stay on public, right? But I think that one, because the first one where I kind of did like the heat-free hair and things, I feel like that was just a video I wanted to get out there. But the more premium and luxury, I might, even though y'all know I don't like to gatekeep, I might gatekeep that video in my members only. Because I mean, y'all ain't gonna sit here and be like, no. One thing I draw the line at is hair, okay, girl? You're gonna have to find your own hair. I think I can wake back up tomorrow morning and finish out these topics. I love that we talked about how dreams are expensive. But, that doesn't mean that you don't keep spending. That means that you get your girl math together and you find your strategy. And that way that you're able to continue and afford your dreams and be that girl, and accomplish and be known and seen. And then also not just validated, but just be the person that you said that you were. You know what I'm saying? Be the person that you that you are. Like, go out in the real world and prove it. And like, that's like that's always been my entire platform, I feel like. So yes, I think we done planned it. So we done planned the next live stream coming up for Saturday, which is in 2 days. We might have to do a morning for that one, which I wouldn't mind. So we'll do girl math, which is not a problem. And I'll probably come back tomorrow morning and we'll just talk about the low effort birthday, because I want this to be a strictly pretty girl space. But I can come back later for the mess, like tomorrow morning for the mess and everything. I'm going to talk about nightlife dying as a recession indicator, low effort birthdays and low effort boyfriends. And then what other trending topics? What if y'all care, the Young Ho situation and Cardi B's hairline. And if y'all care even more, and I have to just talk that much, Euphoria is coming back and I love it. And I'm glad that Euphoria is coming back. All my favorite shows are coming back and I can't wait to watch them. Because I'm ready. I'm ready to see. And it looked like they ready to talk about Jesus and God in this season, and I'm ready for it. When is the next live? Okay, so I will be coming back impromptu tomorrow morning. But the next scheduled live, which I also will be putting in the community tab, is going to be February 21st. And I also will place out a poll to let y'all decide if y'all want it to be like in the morning time around 5 a.m. to 6, or around late night time, so around 9 p.m. to 10. But I'm going to let you guys choose that, because that's up to y'all, whatever y'all want. The strategist will be getting new and improved and just more creative freedom. This is just as much as your channel as it is mine. You know, it is my channel, but it's your channel too. So whenever y'all want the content, girl, I'm around the clock. And I'm going to be making up on the videos that I do owe you guys. But in the case that you can't get them, like, the live streams will still be here in that case. And I'll just continue to drop them. I'll still drop the volume of videos, just the timing might vary. And it might vary a day. It could vary a couple of days. So just bear with me, be patient, and see you next Saturday. We'll see you this Saturday and then next Saturday. So I'm going to plan the next 2 lives. This Saturday, we'll do the girl math strategy. That will be public. Next Saturday, we will do Sinners movie. And that will go, like, I'll just choose the time. Y'all can watch it for free. However, it will have to go on members only, because, of course, it's a movie, copyright, infringement, movies, singing, songs, all that type of stuff, right? Okay. So I hope y'all are ready. Okay, y'all can get tired of me. I mean, hey, I'm just gonna follow. I'm gonna follow it. I'm gonna wake up, brush my teeth, go on live. Hey, I got a thought today, y'all. I think it'll help with the channel. I think being a little bit more open, being a little bit more honest and carefree. It's just a little bit of my vibe anyway. And I don't care nothing away about giving away free sauce, free flavor. There's a lot more where that came from. So I'm never really stingy with that type of stuff. Like, I got style, I got pizzazz, I got all of that. So I never got to gatekeep my style and choices or whatever. Except for that hair, because, girl, we ain't there yet. So, yeah, I really do. Okay, bye. Bye, Chanel Miller. Happy New Year. It's a new year, y'all. Yeah. Well, it was my new year. And I definitely said I wanted to start it off on a great foot, just coming into this new age. So I'm excited. I'm optimistic. I'm ready. And this time I'm prepared, which is a little bit more than I could say for the previous years. And I'm just ready. I'm ready. Are y'all ready? I said, I'm going to be on here 2 hours. Usually my max is 1 hour and 30 minutes anyway. I can't hear a whole bunch of blase. Like, my max is usually 1 hour and 30 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to get my look together. I'm going to be working on my hair, lashes, nails. And I just do not believe I'm going to be able to record the Mariah the Scientist concert on my Ray-Bans, unfortunately. But in the case that I can, I will try. And in the case that I can't, I will definitely use my phone. I just don't know. If I can't do that, then there won't be a vlog. But I do apologize. But there will be more vlogs where that came from, and that will be for like my highest tier, where I'll do like in-person point of views of like the day of my life and like just me being a swaggalicious type of chickus. That's not a word. Okay, I'm done for real, y'all. Okay, goodbye. Bye.